Welcome to Motivational Mondays. This is Fred Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today we're going to be discussing the most important component of being in the moment and moving forward. But before we start, make sure to smash the like button. And if you do find value in this presentation, make sure to share and subscribe so that you can get future content like this. So there is one word that I think is essential for anyone to move forward in life. And it consists of some sort of mental, emotional maturity that we got to go through. Okay, now I'm not talking about things that are not available to anybody at any stage in their lives. We are able to overcome this, but it depends on the adversity that we've gone through as to how we can galvanize and overcome this. Now, what I'm looking for here is what ends up happening when we go through certain adversities in life. We stay stuck in that moment and we can't move forward. And the one component that lets us out of jail of the past is called forgiveness. If we can just forgive the past for whatever adversity that we've gone through, and we could just let it go, we could stay in the moment and also move forward. Now, what does forgiveness mean? What is the definition of forgiveness, right? So one of the definitions that I came across, and this is really beautiful, and Oprah Winfrey, she discusses this, and it's really just very life-shifting for myself when I was first exposed to this. And forgiveness really means is someone owes you something, right? Someone has done you harm, okay? And now they owe you an apology. And you go ahead courageously forgiving it. I give it to you for free. You did something wrong to me, but it's okay. It's not okay that it happened, but it's okay that I'm letting go of what you owe me. It's a very different shift. It's not okay what happened to you, but it's okay for you to move forward, for you to forgive yourself. And that creates a very powerful person because they're not any longer held to the past. Now, how many people can do this in a mature, courageous way? Now, I'm not judging anybody. I'm there. I've been there through adversities. People have done me wrong. I've done other people wrong. And as a result of it, I've seen this cycle and I've seen this movie play several times. And the more we get stuck and not let go, we do ourselves a disservice, not just in the moment, but also the future selves of ourselves. Because what ends up happening is that we increase certain anxieties, certain stress levels and cortisols and different chemicals in our bodies that we're not our best selves in the moment because we're held prisoner. Even if we're not talking about it, even if we shelve it somewhere in the back of our heads and it's something that hasn't been triggered for a while and you haven't been part of that community for a while and you kind of have moved on in life, but if you haven't dealt with it, it'll resurface at one point and you've got to deal with it. And the only way to deal with it in order for you to move forward is by forgiveness. Now, what does being held to the past, what's the benefit of it? One of the benefits that I hold, okay, that I think in my particular situation, right? All adversities completely different. And there's some adversities that are atrocities that happen that I don't know how those type of people can forgive those type of circumstances, right? Either murders in the family or something really, really self-changing, okay, of things that we go through in life. And those type of things that we go through in life, there are people and they are courageous enough to let go and forgive, even though a lot is owed to them. Now, in terms of our shifting and our ability to move forward, we allow ourselves space in the moment to let it go and not to be prisoned to the past. Now, what's the benefit of it? As I just said, the benefit of it is that we remain the victim. They remain the bad guys, and they remain the oppressors, and I could judge them, and I could have my arrogant self be like all self-inflicting how bad it was that it was done to me and how dare they and how this and how that. But what ends up happening is that I become the victim and I'm disempowered. I've disempowered myself in the moment. And when I'm disempowered myself in the moment, I've also disempowered my future self because I'm not allowing myself to make energetic and conscious decisions for myself. They're controlling me sometime in the past. Now look how arduous this is, and look how polluted it is, because if I say to you that that person was affected by someone else that affected you, so now you've had two people be affecting you that you didn't even meet. Okay, that person behind that person who affected you, you don't even know. And so this person who's affecting your life, right, is being affected by someone else. They're a victim of someone else. Believe it or not, that's the way it goes. Now you have the choice to stop that. By you forgiving that, okay, you're allowing yourself and not pushing it forward. Because a lot of times hurt people hurt people. And by doing that, we're just recreating that cycle. But you have the choice to stop it in the moment in order for you to move forward, in order for you to be the best version of yourself, no matter what. I mean, if we're left to be ourselves in the past, then how is it possible for us to be our future selves? What is the goal that I want to look like in 10 years from now? Now, this has been a great quote, and it's really a fantastic thing to say it. And I really think that it has a lot to do, and I look over the past 10 years, 20 years, 30 years of my life, and I see how much I've come forward, sometimes not consciously, but more recently, more consciously. We overestimate, this is Bill Gates, we overestimate how much we could move in 1 year, but underestimate how much we could accomplish in 10 years. But you can only do that if you're the best version of yourself. And the best version of yourself is for you to let go of the past so you could create a new self in the moment, so you could create a new self for you in the future. Thank you for joining me for Motivational Mondays. We'll see you here next week.